And this is what Hollywood needs to learn. That's why people have a hard time accepting female characters, because you write them all the same fucking way. They don't have character flaws.
Except for Wonder Woman. She's a rapist.
She is a rapist, and that was okay. I don't know. Taskmaster could have been a much more interesting character.
Yeah.
And even if you kept it being the daughter, there could have been more interesting choices. Like, why did all of them...
still hating her.
Right.
Stuff not working.
It's okay for a female to have character flaws. And see, this is my problem when they write women in movies, is because they're all of them, all the Black Widows, they're all altruistic good people that were all mind controlled and all this kind of shit. And, you know, none of them have any kind of character defects. And so it's okay for them to have character defects. It'd be okay if that girl that got blown up in a fucking building hated the bitch that pulled the trigger on it or set off the bomb. And
yeah, she doesn't need to be.
You, I hate you.
She doesn't even mind manipulated into that. Like, there's no like.
Right. You don't have to be. Is he gone? The person that blew up my whole fucking face that's sitting over me right now, is that guy gone?
Yeah.
You know,
cheesy.
Right. And then that's where they have a problem making. And this is what Hollywood needs to learn. That's why people have a hard time accepting female characters, because you write them all the same fucking way. They don't have character flaws.
Except for Wonder Woman. She's a rapist.
She is a rapist, and that was okay. It was okay to rape that dude.
Nobody had a problem
Dude
with
could have been married with kids. Just fucking plant your dead boyfriend from World War II in there and rape the body. And it's okay. It's celebrated. But, like, all right, this is the easy question. Who's the most popular, well-liked MCU character?
Tony.
Exactly. What does Tony have?
He's an alcoholic.
A fucking laundry list of character flaws. Narcissist. He's a womanizer. He's selfish. He's greedy. You know, he's prideful. You know, he's done a whole bunch of shit. But then he became I am Iron Man snap guy. And it was that growth. But every female character, they write it where they're like this pure form person, and then they're all fucking bland and boring. Well, and they did that to the Taskmaster character. I would have loved to see that Anakin Skywalker crawling out of the lava moment with her, I fucking hate you. You know, even though, like, doesn't have a reason. Like, Anakin didn't have a reason to hate Obi-Wan. He just kind of fell victim to the dark side.
I think you're just, like, explain why I hate this movie is because they do, because they do that to Black Widow, because she is such a good.
Yeah, because when they first talk about her blowing up the daughter, I was like, oh, this is a good red mark on her ledger, because I mean it's going to haunt her and all that stuff, you know, and that's maybe what's pushed her. Yeah, that's what's pushed her to really try to right the wrongs and, you know, be a human in the middle of the Battle of New York. You know.
No, I don't think I think it's deeper than that, because this is a wound after she's already made the decision to get out of, you know, and I hate that they did a Black Widow program. I don't know if that's something from the comic books, but I hate that because at least in the MCU, I felt like they could have named it something else, because now you don't have a Black Widow, you have Black Widows, and her importance is, you know, nullified in a lot of ways. Like, you don't even, like, her call sign is not even important now, and because you can just pass that on.
Yeah, she's not the Black Widow. She's a Black Widow.
Yeah, a Black Widow.
Well, a lot of call signs get passed on.
Yeah, but not to 700 people.
It was like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
There was one of those. There was only one that mattered. The first one.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, but so you know, Buffy drowned, and so she was dead for a minute, and so there was another Slayer was born.
Yeah, yeah. But no, like with the Black Widows, there was already, like, they show you the screen where there's like 800 or 1,000 or 18,000. There's like so many of them. They're like, oh, okay. You know, even if you wanted to be attached to this one unique one, like, there's a whole slew of people that are, you know, trained and ready to replace her. And it's like we've got two women armies essentially right now, because we've got the Wakanda Guard, which is a woman army, and we've got the Black Widow, you know, faction. You know, or the split in the Black Widow faction, because we have the gassed version and the non-gassed version people out there. That are they still controlled by something? You know, is there a backup? Because there's always a backup. There's always a guy in a bunker. You know, like in Civil War. You know, there's always something where there's something. So there's no conclusion to the story. There's no, grittiness or rawness or like mystery about who she is. Like they give you so many details about her life and make her a wholesome character.
Yeah, that's one of the worst things about the daughter reveal is I would like to see that mark stay on her, because then, like I said, that's one of those, those deaths that she thinks about all the time.
Yeah, and it'd be way better than that.
On her, and it gives her that, that character flaw that she's now missing.
So that's like a real